no more habeas corpus. And that's a rather dramatic announcement by Stephen Miller. I don't think that's the path the administration is assuming they're going to walk down. But he also mentioned something else that's very important, and that's the Immigration and Nationality Act. Take a listen to this video and pay attention to that part of it, because I think it's really important to understand where the administration is coming from with regards to deporting violent criminal illegal immigrants. Here we go.
Either. Hold on, there's a question back there first.
Pundit, I have two quick questions. First, President Trump has talked about potentially suspending habeas corpus to take care of the illegal immigration problem. When could we see that happen, do you think?
Well, the Constitution is clear, and that, of course, is the supreme law of the land, that the privilege of the writ of habeas corpus can be suspended in a time of invasion. So I would say that's an option we're actively looking at. Look, a lot of it depends on whether the courts do the right thing or not. At the end of the day, Congress passed a body of law known as the Immigration and Nationality Act, which stripped Article III courts, that's the judicial branch, of jurisdiction over immigration cases. So Congress actually passed, it's called jurisdiction stripping legislation. It passed a number of laws that say that the Article III courts aren't even allowed to be involved in immigration cases. Many of you probably don't know this. I'll give you a good example. Are you familiar with the term temporary protected status, or TPS, right? So by statute, the courts are stripped of jurisdiction from overruling a presidential determination or a secretarial determination on TPS when the Secretary of Homeland Security makes that determination. So when Secretary Noem terminated TPS for the illegals that Biden flew into the country, when courts stepped in, they were violating explicit language that Congress had enacted, saying they have no jurisdiction. So it's not just the courts aren't just at war with the executive branch, the courts are at war, these radical rogue judges, with the legislative branch as well too. So all of that will inform the choices the president ultimately makes.
Again, I don't suspect that Stephen Miller nor the president are planning on getting rid of habeas corpus. But I think we just got some insight into the defense of the administration's stance with regards to deporting violent criminal illegal aliens. And I think this is probably going to come up when the Supreme Court meets on May 15th, which is really, it's several days away. It's right around the corner. I put a link in the description below that helps explain this act that Stephen Miller is referring to. And I think it's important that everybody takes some time and looks at it and reads it. You may not agree with that stance, but nonetheless, I think that part of the educational process, certainly for me as well, is worthwhile because it helps us understand where the administration is coming from in this process, but also why they believe the district court judges really don't have any say constitutionally or legally with regards to deporting violent criminal illegal aliens. Hope you enjoyed the video. If so, give it a thumbs up. Want to see more like this? By all means, subscribe and share it with people you think might be interested as well. As always, until next time, God bless. Love you all.